In financing, if you don't balance, if a company cannot balance its books, then it has to keep borrowing to support its debt. And borrowing is good, leverage is good, but for a right price. Welcome to my channel. My name is Temi D. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much. If you're a new subscriber, or if you've been watching me for a while, I appreciate you. But if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Please press that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So on this channel, I film about faith, family, relationships, finances, healthy lifestyle, my hair growth journey, and a whole bunch of stuff. Teens, it's all about fun, faith, family, relationships, finances, because I'm an accountant. So today's video is all about finances. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 reasons why you are broke. You're wondering why at the beginning of the month you get your paycheck, or if you get paid bi-weekly, but the numbers just don't add up because your expenses are always much more than your income. Outflow is more than inflow. There's no way you're going to balance your books, and that way you're going to be using credit cards to always augment your lifestyle. And by using credit card, it never ends well, because you're going to constantly be in debt. By the time you listen to this video and I tell you about 5 reasons why you're always broke, then it will be able to teach you if you can apply these steps or stop doing the things that make you always broke. Then you might be able to make ends meet or be able to balance your books. If you're borrowing to support your standard of living, that's not a good debt. If you're borrowing to finance your business, to purchase inventory and all that stuff, that is good. If you're a model and you're borrowing to buy wigs, that's different. If you're a dancer and you're borrowing to buy dancing shoes, that's different, because you know that you will recoup the shoes for the dancing when you get paid for your dancing. So that is something you need for your business. Borrowing for grocery, that shouldn't be the case, especially if you're working and you can plan your expenses accordingly, then you don't need to borrow to support your lifestyle. The first thing you have to do is to plan. If you don't plan, then you will fail. So you have to plan your expenses. The Bible talks about any man who wants to build a house. Is there any man who wants to build a house? I think it was Jesus that said it, without counting the costs. So in order for you not to be in debt or not to be broke, you have to plan. For instance, if it's to pay down a student loan, or if it's to pay down a mortgage, you have to set goals of saying that this very year I want to pay out, I want to completely be debt free, maybe in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, or whatever. That's what planning is about. But at the same time, when you're planning, you're praying, but you have to plan. People will say, oh, there's no need to plan, nobody knows tomorrow. But while you're alive and living, it's always a good thing to plan and pray about what your plans, that God will bless your plan. So the next reason, the number 2 reason why you're always broke, is you do not have a budget. A budget is like planning, sort of, but planning is on a larger scale. A budget is for budgeting your expenses, your day-to-day expenses. For instance, there's some softwares that can help you to budget. I just use Excel. Excel is pretty good. You have all your expenses. So top line, you have your inflow. Then next, you have your expenses, the most important expenses. Then you can build in savings into that budget. Your water, your heat, your electricity, and stuff like that. So that's how you budget. So everything has to be inside your budget. Even your grocery. your monthly expense on grocery has to be in your budget, so that way you know that when you go grocery shopping, to stay in line with the budget. It's okay every now and then when you sleep. For instance, if you're eyeing something that you like and you say, oh, I want this stuff, you can do that. But at the same time, you have a plan. You don't get carried away doing stuff that is not in your budget. So the number 3 reason why you are broke is you buy things you don't need. It happens a lot. For instance, if you go to the grocery without having a grocery list, you will definitely buy things you don't need, and that is called impulse buying. Even when you go Christmas shopping, Valentine shopping, always have a list of what you're going to buy before you leave the house, and kind of have a price range of what you're going to spend. Because if you get to the store without a price range for what you want to buy, maybe it's even a birthday present for your kids, make sure you have a price range. For this birthday, I'm going to spend, just as an example, $50 to $100, and that's it. If you don't do that, you might get to the store and you might find something like $300, $400 just because you like it. You apply emotions, and then you buy something that is $400 for a birthday present, even though you have not counted the costs. The 4th reason why you are broke is you just don't save. So in that your budget, what you should do is at least 10% of your income allocated towards savings. If you cannot, people will say, oh, I can't afford to save, my income is barely covering my expenses. Then cut down your expenses so that your income will be able to cover your expenses and leave some left for savings. If your income is barely enough to cover your expenses, then you're living outside your means. You have to stretch that paycheck such that it covers your expenses by cutting down on your expenses. If you don't cut down on your expenses, then you will need to borrow or max out your credit card to support your lifestyle, and that's not sustainable. In business, in finance, you need to make sure your expenses are sustainable. Why do we save? We save for a rainy day. For instance, you might just be driving on the 400, just cruising along, and a tire just goes bust, and then you need to buy another tire. Different things like that. Car troubles, house troubles, a tank might be leaking in your basement, stuff like that. If you do not save, then you won't be able to cover those expenses that you did not plan for. So that's why you have to build at least 10 to 20% of your revenue, of your inflow, into your budget as savings, tucked away nicely. And if you can, set some aside for investment. If you can, max out your retirement savings, your 401k. I think the max is 19.5 or 18.5. If you can, max it out so that is there. But there are the times when the market might not be strong enough and 401k is just going up and down. It's really volatile. If you can get other forms of investments like IRA or stuff like that, you can also, if you can afford it, that can also be a form of savings for the future. The 5th reason why you are always broke is that you just allow other people to convince you to buy things you don't need, like emotional buying. Oh, this person is getting married. Oh, it won't be nice not to pick the ashebi, even though you have tons and tons of ashebi in your closet. It's called same color clothes, right? You have tons and tons of them. If it's close family members, go for it. But if it's like, oh, it won't be good, it won't be fair, attaching emotions to spending always gets people in trouble, and then always broke, just because they keep buying ashwebi, different colors of shoes to match their ashwebi, different outfits to match their ashwebi. Once you wear that ashwebi to this wedding, you can't wear it to the next, and then by the end of the month you don't have enough, and all that stuff. So those are my 5 reasons why you're always broke. If you can take note of these items and be intentional about your spending, your savings, your planning, your budgeting, then at least you should have some finances, some money tucked away. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. This is going to be my Tip Tuesday video. So I was wondering if I should start making videos just once a week. I was watching a video on YouTube and it says once a week is enough. So I might just be, posting videos once a week as opposed to twice a week. Please let me know what you think. Comment below. Thank you. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I pray that God will continue to bless the works of your hands in the mighty name of Jesus. And if you're yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, like, share, press the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So thank you so much and see you in my next video. Bye.